Oh, this I can tell is going to be a fun night. Welcome back, everybody, to another stupid sports show. I'm your host, Jim B, and we are here for, yes, Thursday night football and bingo. More importantly, the bingo. And it is the Niners? Honestly? Because I had a feeling since you've been a Broncos fan most of your time, Andy, that you weren't going to go for anybody in the AFC. We're more likely to have a rivalry. And honestly, the 49ers, I would say, are an easy team to root for most people. But meanwhile, we are about to get the kickoff from Thursday Night Football going. I am interested in this game for a number of reasons. The least of which, these are two teams who have been on incredibly shaky ground as far as having consistent performance. New England will start, and they will get it back, run it back up to the 20. Yeah, I didn't even know they were going to go with the red uniforms tonight. I kind of picked the whole red lettering thing just to differentiate them from the Bills. I am not sure why I'm using so much. Yeah, I'm not surprised that my audio cut out, Logan. Yeah, I did in an effort to fix whatever was wrong, I ran the auto configuration wizard that is on OBS, and it claims that I can send out much, much more in bandwidth and file size than I've been ever trying on this computer. So I fully expect this thing to crap out at a certain point because my computer is old as dirt. Oh my god! Devontae Parker caught a pass from Mac Jones. Holy shit. Alright, let's get out of this so we can reduce the memory load on this poor computer. I understand, Luke. The Bills fumble it on the handoff and will lose a couple of yards. And they will have to kick. Oh my god. Oh. Yeah, best I can say, guys, for the fact that I'm not wearing a hat tonight and the hair is out, is that I spent since about 1 o'clock last night, a great play by the Patriots special teams to hold that to a negative return on the punt. No, we haven't had any penalties yet, strangely enough. I think we are down to about 14 minutes, or at least around there. But so far, all we've had is a 3 and out. I don't think I have 3 and outs listed anywhere. But then again, this has been one of the longest days I've ever experienced because I've been awake and asleep and suffering body chills and vomiting, and the pass is dropped by Singletary in and out of his hands. That is, you know what? Very early on, folks, we have a ball control. So if you have ball control on your bingo card, mark that off. Ooh. I'm willing to I'm willing to put it down for either that handoff by the Patriots or that bumbled, easy, wide open pass that Singletary just dropped. And thank you for notifying me of your link, True North. Oh, and Stefon Diggs gets a first down pass across the 50-yard line. Sure, Ron. That's why the hanger is there. All right. Thank you for letting me know, True North. I will get your card down. That is 25. And that is a loss of 1. Great penetration by the Pats defensive line. Peppers credited with the tackle there. And we've already got an O-lineman having a slight limp. One of the substitute O-linemen, Quisenberry, for the Pats. This could get real ugly, folks. I am afraid. Second 11, we have number 20 going in motion to the near side, looping back again, and he has eyes on them the whole time, but Gabriel Davis does not come up with it. They call it incomplete. A 3rd and 11 now. We are at 11:23 left in the first quarter, and it is the high-octane, high-scoring affair that we all assumed it would be. Empty backfield, 4 receiver set, and that's Allen. And a little shovel pass to number 20. Hines will get shoved out of bounds after getting about 5 yards past the first down marker. Oh, yeah. He's still behind the line of scrimmage. Oh, you ahead of me. You ahead of me, True North. I'm not surprised by that, but that's Diggs again on the near side. Late flag coming out of the sideline close to where the catch was made. And, oh, well, that's not good. Stefon Diggs just got called for pass interference. It was noted that Sean Hockley tends to favor the Patriots in any games that he plays. So, yeah. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. They're back to the 38. First down at 20. Singletary will get about 5 on that run up on the left side of the line. Brought down very comfortably. Let's see. Let's get number 25 out here too. And I should probably get my card, which is not occupied by anyone else as far as I can see. Yay, hurrah! And Allen will get back kind of to the line of scrimmage. I guess they'll call it a sack to let the Patriots feel better. 3rd and 15 now. So yeah, I got both my COVID booster and my flu shot yesterday, and since about 1 a.m. I have been off and on going through full body chills, wearing as many layers of clothes as I can, including a knit cap while I'm sleeping. Same arm, both right here. I didn't even mind. I didn't even mind the arm pain. That was the least of it. The worst of it was having to get up and in the middle of the night to throw up into the tub. Yeah, yeah. So far, Mr. Josh Allen is not getting a lot of time or opportunity back there. And there's the Mullet Man. Do you know the Mullet Man? Got two back to the either side, and now they're keeping that because they need the extra pass protection. James Cook will take that one to the 30-yard line, and out comes a field goal. Oh yeah, no, Uche is he's going to feast tonight. If that's how Quisenberry is going to look over on that side, protecting Josh Allen's blind side. This will be a 48-yard field goal attempt. Very nice, true and through. As we go to our first commercial break, it is officially 3-0. Buffalo takes the early lead. And in case you're wondering, there were there was absolutely no difference between the CBS and the DraftKings point spreads or point lines this week, so that's why CBS is the only one on there, because it just seemed repetitive to put them both in. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, well, I was expecting that because I had the same symptoms for just about every shot that I got for the COVID. So I was like, oh, we're back here again. This is so nice and familiar. And speaking of nice and familiar things, I want to take this time to give a shout out to our sponsors, including, after a long absence, returning to another stupid sports show, Sioux City Sarsaparilla. Good enough to just make you exclaim vagina. Oh. Oh, is that what the whole bubblegum thing was earlier, Logan? You were celebrating your utter dominance over the world of Retro Bowl? I mean, I don't blame you because, hey, anytime one can get good at a video game like that, that's something to celebrate. And also, after a long absence, we have returning to another stupid sports show, chicken flavored crackers. Just enough chicken flavor to make you forget you're eating a cracker. And for those of you who are wondering, Angie has currently occupied my leg. The claws are dug in. Thankfully, I'm wearing jeans. She doesn't look like she's going anywhere, and already Quisenberry is getting his ankle taped up on the sideline. I know. I heard True North. Belgium is out of the World Cup, and so is Germany. Because apparently Japan beat Spain, and that knocked them out. That will be that will be downed by Jones. Oh, well, if you have Tom Brady as the goatsy on your board, because now they're deciding to highlight the the Patriots since Brady left. Hooray. On a night. And Jones is actually getting in some passing work this time as opposed to the last game when I think he threw last game they played together. I think he threw 3 passes or one of those infamous games they played last season. Sleep deprivation does wonders on you folks. All right, Stevenson and I formation for Jones, number 81 coming back in motion to the line. Receiver on each side. A couple more Bills creeping up into the box. And they will actually run it. But that will be an easy first down for Stevenson. It surprises me none to hear that Nick Saban and Bill Belichick are great friends. And nope, there's Bill Belichick. He's definitely not smiling. And a picked up blitz, that will be a Aguilar, who will be either getting or very close to a first down near midfield. No kidding, Logan. Well, I could. The pressure, and Jones has to run away. He will get about 6. Oh, we have another flag. Oh no. And the crowd is upset that they dared to call a penalty on the Patriots. Bill Belichick still not smiling. I don't know, Logan. I mean, it's possible. All things are possible, but I think unless somebody gets their like innards ripped out by a chimera on the field, I think that could be the only thing to make him possibly grin. Nice screen for Stevenson. He fumbled the ball. It was fumbled forward, but he's going to have to come back to the spot where he fumbled. Whew. Wow, impressive. All right, let's see. Yep, it's about right. Marcus Jones is going to break a tackle, and home QB gets the first passing touchdown of the game. Mark that shit off on your cards. Woo! Oh, also you have wide open receiver drop. Devin Singletary definitely got one of those on Buffalo's first drive, so mark it. All right. So so apparently this is going to be the game where Bill Belichick is, even though the Bills apparently have an abhorrent run defense, he is going to win the game by passing the ball. It's At this point, it's honestly what I expect from old Billy Boy. Let me just go check the bingo list to see if there's anything else. Nope, we got home QB gets first passing touchdown of the game. Wide open receiver drop. We definitely got one of those. Everything else is just going to be kind of waiting. Bill Belichick smiles. Nope, definitely haven't seen that. Somewhere around there should be a spot for a Bailey Zappi sighting. So, we can hope. And also, if either team goes for it on fourth down, there's a new spot for that as well. Otherwise, very little action aside from Buffalo showing how much of the walking wounded they are at this moment, and yeah, one lead change. That's it so far. And what was the over-under I put on these lead changes? Oh, 2.5. All right. Well, I'm not sure if between, well, I'll just be honest. Between Josh Allen's elbow, all the injuries, and the Patriots somehow turning around, they must have found a new crate full of babies that they were able to sacrifice. I am I am fearful for the Bills in this second half of the season. The last few whatchamacallits, last few games. That's what they are. They're going to kick this one high and short, force them to field it at the 8, and it'll be a quick tackle from behind by number 41. Brings Jones down at the 18. Woo! Let's see if I lined up those. Yep, those are all lined up. And I also got a fun bit of knocking over all my equipment before the stream started. So, we're just functioning on all cylinders tonight. I do apologize. I'm probably not my normal, freely talking self. And I kind of went to bed at 8 last night just because I got knocked out early from everything. That's going to be about a 4-yard gain from Cook on the ground on the near side of the line. Be second down, about 6. We'll let the clock continue to run. Oh no, it was only a gain of 2. My mistake. Oof. Well, now they're barely up to the 20. Second and 8. Now they'll have to keep both those backs in. Underneath, dart once again to Cook, who will get up to near the 35. We'll call it the 34. Hmm. No, Angie is not in a destructive mood at the moment. She has curled up and is assuming the cute pose with the folded paws and everything. So, I have a feeling she wants to discourage Monty from coming in here. He's gotten a little bit bold today, was actually walking around in my room and the family room while Angie sat on the couch and gave him the death glare. Knox couldn't hold on to that one as the pressure crowded in on Alan. Besides, all the destruction that she likes to wreak, she'll do it whenever I'm not in the room. Huh. Damn. That was a hard tackle that Allen took right there. And Cook, nowhere to go. Read very well by the defense. He's maybe going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Whew. Oh boy. 3rd and 9. Barely past the 35 right now are the Bills. They're only going to rush 4 on defense, and they're going to get through to Allen anyway. Davis will draw an interference penalty on Jones. One of the many Joneses on the team. Spot foul, pass interference, automatic first down. Oh, that was definitely what I needed. Most definitely. Yeah, you may also notice that it's a little bit brighter in here. I decided to, let's just say, try out some different lights while a fantastic run by Cook, who is still on his feet inside the 20, will finally be brought down at the 15. 28-yard run by Cook right up the middle. Eyes are closed. She's sleeping. Or at the very least, it doesn't think that she needs to be on watch at the moment. Officially down just inside the 16. Under 2 minutes to go. Cook will try it again on the middle and maybe get a yard and a half. They will call it 2, and it will be 2nd and 8. Oh. Well, thanks, True North. Now that song is in my head, too. Well, I think I know what song I'm going to be putting in the playlist this week. Back on either side for Alan once again. And this time he will run it, and he will leap it high and get down to about the 5. 1st and goal for the Bills. And they will have to run one more play, I think, before... Nice leap by Mr. Josh Allen, the pride of Buffalo. 1st and goal, 2 receivers out to the left. And yeah, they fooled no one. The They were ready for it the whole time. Once again, A. Jones makes a play. What do you know? We're already done with the first quarter. We'll be second down and goal for the Buffalo Bills when things restart. Score 7-3 at the end of the first. Now we do have potential for one of the spaces, Josh Allen rushing touchdown, to be very easily filled at this point. So if you got that spot, keep your ears open, just in case that's the way that they decide to go here. And that is a good question, Logan. You know, considering it's Mr. Josh Allen, one would think that'd be a gimme so far, but I think the only real log run from the Bills so far has belonged to Cook. Okay. Let's see. Nope, I don't need that. Thank you. No. No. Josh Allen has had one rush for 8 yards so far. And I'm assuming that that is the one that got them near the 5-yard line. All right, so programming notes for this upcoming weekend. Pac-12 championship on Friday night between, who is it again? Oh yeah, Utah and USC. Should be fun. We'll be whipping out the bingo again for the voted on game this weekend. ThIIIrd versus Jackson State. Now, I know that some of you are hoping for a repeat of the last time Southern and Jackson State played this season, which was a 35-0 victory for Jackson State. Oh yeah, I know. How dare I adjust my feet into a more comfortable position? Who asked me if I wanted to shift around? Alright, there she goes, back to her towel. All's right in the world. Might as well set those up since, well, we are nearly at halftime, and unless something changes or they desperately try to shove more commercials in, I don't see this game slowing down. Be a faked handoff, easy catch for Diggs in the corner of the end zone. Touchdown Buffalo, and that's our second lead change of the game, folks. Quack indeed, Foster. Quack indeed. Yeah, all we need is one more lead change, and we have the over on that. All right, bases out. Someone nearly gets a hand on that kick, but it is good inside the left upright. And they will take a 30-second break while I carry on with what I was going on about. And this Sunday, as you all may have seen, will be Detroit, Jacksonville. I'm actually really excited about that game. You know, considering, you know, the improvements that Detroit has shown this season and the improvements that Jacksonville has shown this season. Yeah, it's a decent game so far. It's picked up since the slow start. Mm. Oh, are you talking about Diggs' sideline touchdown? Yeah. So that that is in case they decide to replay the Minneapolis Miracle for whatever reason, and just in case Al Michaels just decides to get lazy and copy Joe Buck, if we have one of those situations. A decent boot out to the 1 will be returned. Will be brought down at the 18. There is a flag on the play. I think the Patriots are going to get called for blocking the back on the return. Uh-oh, now we got some chippiness and words being exchanged as players are going to the sidelines. Oh, holding on the return team. Half the distance to the goal. So they go and start from their 9. Oh, any other thing that's been on my mind? I wouldn't say that I'm shocked that Miami was able to get to the top spot, is currently leading the AFC East, but wow! And a great stop in the backfield on that running play. Harris goes nowhere, may lose half a yard, but after that just ridiculousness last year where they ended up missing, or was it a couple of years ago where they ended up missing out on a wild card spot just because, wrong division, too many good teams, that sort of thing. I have had a good feeling about the Miami Dolphins, and I'm pretty happy. I think it's great what Mike McDaniels has been able to do for them. But there is a flag. We might get a hold and an intentional grounding. We might have a safety coming up. Oh, that was an intentional grounding, and they'll be at the 1 yard line. Lost it down. True North. Basically, it got just as bad as we thought it would for AB. Let's just put the words warrant and police standoff, and we're going to leave it at that. Because if it gets worse, I am really not going to take any joy in it. 3rd and 18 now. And they stacked the offensive line. And he will have plenty of room. He gets to almost to the first down again. He'll be about a half yard shy. Mm-hmm. Wait, are they going to go for it? No, they're going to punt. Why are we waiting again? Oh, delay of game. Huh. And I will be honest, for as much as I've been afraid of what my computer is pumping out, I feel like the signal has been relatively stable. There'll be a fair catch around the 45 for the Bills. They will have some good field position. Yeah. Yeah, I'm especially not happy about that, True North, but then again, it's why I'm going out of my way to check out Detroit and Jacksonville so that I can have something that I know that I'll enjoy a lot more and not have to think about Deshaun Watson. I do look forward to his reception from the crowd. Let me see. Browns, Texans. Okay, the game is being played in Houston, so the only thing that will possibly be worth watching from that game is the crowd reactions, and I don't mean from the television cameras, I mean from fan posted clips. Because I'm sure that any televised recording or broadcasting of the event is going to do everything possible to keep those chants out of the microphones. Let's see. Missing anything else? Nope. I don't think so. Oh yeah. Also forgot to highlight ball control. And we are still solid. Yeah. I gotta admit, I don't. I do not get why they're doing that, Logan. And it's. I mean, I get it. Because, wanting to keep, faces in the media, any press is good press, blah, 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 blah. But. I mean, I think back to one of the lesser traumatic events of my life, specifically a mugging attempt where they also tried to shank me with a flathead screwdriver, and I I honestly don't know how I would react being if I was in the room with the people who tried to rob me then kill me. And that was just Gabe Davis did not have his eye on that at all. He looked lost on that route, incomplete. Clock stops at 13:07. I definitely know that it would mess me up inside and wreck me for the rest of the day. So, yeah. I just hope no one puts them on camera, although I'm sure they will. Oh, and Singletary getting some nice running while Josh Allen just kind of stands there. I guess he's got to protect his elbow, but that will be a first down for the Bills. All right, under 13 minutes to go. Buffalo driving down the field. Have made it across the 50. They're at New England 45. Had some pull action from 41, which was a distraction. Singletary will get 4 up the middle. And maybe y'all can answer a question for me. I tuned in a little bit for that clickbait discussion of the most hated quarterback in the NFL. And I saw a lot of people putting Tua in there. Now, I gotta ask you all, what reason would a football fan, a fan of any team, I can understand for divisional rivals just because that's sort of like a status quo sort of thing. Only 2 on that run, by the way. But what has Tua done to gather any enmity from any football fan? Or is this just people trying to fuck with everyone? It's officially 3rd and 3, by the way. All right, Hines is to the left of Allen. Dawson Knox hanging out to his right. We've got 3 receivers set. Knox comes out of the backfield. It'll be a throw. Easy throw over the middle. And Isaiah McKenzie will get the first down. You see, that's what I would have thought, True North, because no one cares enough about Miami to hate Tua or the Dolphins. And I'll be honest, I think until the 2000s, no one gave a shit enough about the New England Patriots to hate them or any of their players. A failed screen for McKenzie will only get them 2. I gotta admit, they're doing a good job at keeping the clock running, eating up time as they're moving down the field. That was a good job by the Bills. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And it's the same thing with the Lions, True North. Nobody has really looked down on us and hated us for a while just because we've been so pathetic as a franchise. And we can't get our own act together. Have about 2 to go for the first down after that run by Cook. Nice struggle up the middle. And I think also part of it might be the fact that I grew up a Washington fan and had to sit through all the Snyder nonsense and his interfering with game planning and team decisions and all of that. But I just find it hard these days to really hate a team or a player unless they do something as god-awful and obvious as, one Daniel Snyder or one Deshaun Watson, or y'all get it. The first down for Singletary on that run up the middle. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, the Vikings and the Packers have also had a lot more of a competitive rivalry since, with the exception of, sometimes in the 80s and, the old days of, the early days with the Chicago Bears and the Packers. Another run by Singletary will get inside the 15. Recently, it's been, Packers-Vikings, Vikings-Packers as, the big rivalry, and I can't believe there's no love lost between them at all. Welcome, Sorgi. It's all right that you're late, man. The game has picked up since the beginning, and right now we've got Buffalo actually driving down the field on the strength of their run game, which I gotta admit, from looking at their cumulative amount of rushing yards over the season, I was a little bit suspect about it. Quick drag down, be a gain of 2 perhaps by Cook on that one. Oh, we are halfway through the second quarter. They're upset because he exceeded expectations? Wow. That's depressing. An easy pass to the outside by Isaiah McKenzie. He'll get the first down. Brought down by one of the many Joneses. Yeah, from now on, just every single player on the Patriots is named Jones. I don't care. It's all Jones all the time. People want you to do something, you call someone else to see if they'll do it with you. At the same time, you're trying to book guests for your own streams. Sure. Anyway, first and goal now. And once again, New England sees it all coming on that run to the near sideline. They will maybe lose a yard. Second and goal still. Okay. I'm honestly not thinking of booking guests or anything until I do an upgrade on my computer because there's very little that this machine can handle. It's over 10 years old. I'm still shocked that I am able to stream with this thing. I don't know why. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I've heard, and it's off the hands of Davis, incomplete. Will be third and goal. Oh no, man. Honestly, I've been through it before, like trying to organize and collaborate schedules and availability and all that. It's a right pain in the scrotum. You know, especially, and I have found this out when it is in efforts where there isn't money being exchanged. When it's just for, we're doing this because we're both interested in this cool thing or for the love of it. Oh my God! Gabe Davis, Josh Allen to the sidelines, last minute throw. There is a flag. Hello, Sean. And hello, Ishii. Penalties declined. Result of the play is a touchdown for Buffalo. Wow. Anybody who has joined late, if you want to, bingo cards are up top wherever the chat is. I don't know. Someday I'll get to the point where I can feel brave enough to put up the preview without, crashing my OBS. But no, that wasn't a lead change. They extended it. Ishii, you got card 24? Let me see. All right. And Sean has card 9. Oh, drop it, Luke. Drop it. What's your idea for a square? All right. Football fans watch soccer. Gotcha. Who are Team USA playing? I think they've gotten to the round of 16. Who's their opponent? All right, so far, we have been able to mark off, and in case anybody else has it, you could definitely mark off sack. We've had one of those. Home QB gets first passing touchdown of the game. Let's see. We've had wide open receiver drop, ball control, and the free space of the penalty. Yeah. Oh, we've also had Tom Brady as the goatsy. That's a good one, actually, Luke. I like that. Let me add that to the official list. Whoop. That was definitely the wrong button to press. Sorry about that, folks. Oh yeah, no, once they brought up well, the Patriots haven't got that many touchdowns since Tom Brady moved south for the winter. Thank you, Luke. And also, I do have to thank you all for just being willing to participate in the silly stuff we do on this channel. You know, whether it is the bingo cards suggesting squares or debating whether we get a square or not. And the U.S. is playing the Netherlands. Ooh. That kickoff's going to sail out of bounds for, by the way. Touchback for the Patriots. They'll start at their 25. And why would the Raiders get rid of Derek Carr? I know he's not the greatest quarterback, but he's decent. And I think that the woes around him on that team are more due to bad management and bad ownership than anything under his control. Well, I am shocked. Christian Watson getting an honor versus a player who hasn't played a snap in the NFL yet. Amazing. And the Bills defense suddenly finding their groove, number 49, stopping that second run to the near side, and it's going to be third down and very, very long. I'm not sure if they're going to even give him a yard on that one. He looked like he got stopped right at the line again. Because they are losing and the contract structure makes the end of the season a good point to move on. Ah, damn. I'll be honest, I was kind of rooting for him. Still officially 3rd and 10. Dual backs in the backfield for pass protection. And here it comes, and Jones escapes it, and he will have to throw it. But it was intended for Hunter Henry. And I'm sure that Bill Belichick is going to remove at least a piece of Henry's mind, probably through his ears, with an ice pick for dropping that one. Even though he had a defender all over him, but still, with Belichick, you should be at a higher standard. And we have another punt coming for the Patriots. And by the way, Corey, sorry I didn't say hi to you earlier. I'm a little bit off tonight. Combination of sleep deprivation and post-vaccine BS recovery. Officially 4:04 to go in the half. Now, as long as we're talking about QBs and their whatchamacallums, honestly, Ishii, the same I had every time: chills, and then puking into the tub. Are you serious, True North? A Rodgers trade to Las Vegas. You really think the Packers would trade him away? Do they have, like, equivalent contracts that could match that up? Oh, hang on, Angie. I know, you so badly wanted to type a message on my keyboard, but you will just have to settle for being held aloft so that the public may adore you. Yeah, it's all right, Sorgi. You know about as much as soccer as I know about cricket, and all I really know is leg before wicket. But I hope to learn more. Oh yeah, I got the soreness too. I just have been unlucky to get a little bit more, but then again, when I did finally test positive for COVID, I didn't have a single symptom. Didn't even feel sick for one day. So I gladly take one day of hell over, you know, potential long-term not nonsense. Oh. All right, Sorry. You take care. Hope the weekend ahead goes well for you, dude. And what do you know? The Bills are back out on the field. We'll start. They're on 29. Singletary, the single back and I formation. Have a receiver out to each side. Allen is under center. They will fake the handoff to Singletary. And it will nearly pick. They threw into rapidly developing double coverage. Jones was there as well as Jones. And for the record, Bill Belichick is on in the background as Kirk and Al are talking, and he's still not smiling. Oh, they made it. I just forgot to put it in. That's all, Logan. He's short gain up the middle. This time, Allen on the run that time. So it's going to be 3rd and long. Yes, it's all Joneses on the New England side. They're all named Jones. Yeah. Has all the time in the pocket. Finally has to scramble out when he loses a bit of the protection. Will fire down into deep protection. It goes through everybody's hands, including Jones, and Diggs. Will be 4th down. Clock stops at 3:01. And I was right. Jones was back there. Now Michaels is celebrating the fact that the Buffalo punter is out on the field. I probably would celebrate that too if I wasn't allowed to drink scotch in the booth anymore. And it'll have to be down at the 15 as they wanted to let that one roll. Now we're down to 2:55. Let's see if New England can get back into this game before halftime. Now, of course, I assume that will also have the very, very long 2-minute warning commercial break as well. While I'm thinking of it, better get that music ready. There we go. Yeah, I heard, man. That's brutal for CJ Johnson. Oof. Hope he'll be okay. Yep. Kind of like Larry, Darryl, and Daryl, except I wouldn't put it past Belichick to do something insane like make an entire roster out of people with the last name Jones. I think at this point, he's just trying to see how much he can get away with. Oh yeah, there have been actually some interesting things happening in here, which has been a nice change of pace for a Thursday night game. All right, Edgy. Oh, I am a weakling. I cannot hold you forever. I'm sorry. You're free to be angry all you want. Oh. All right. Now for my curiosity and my fog-addled brain. This hasn't changed in the past day, has it? I'm bringing up the playoff picture for the NFL right now. They still have Lamar Jackson in there. And Cooper Kupp. Let's see. No change, no change, no change, no change. Oh, damn. The Bengals and the Jets are up in the AFC. Bengals now at number 6. The Jets are at number 7. And the Patriots have fallen out of the playoff race at the current moment. And that pass was batted down at the line. Incomplete by number 50 for the Bills, getting his hand out there. That's Rousseau. That will only take 4 seconds off the clock. Enough time for something interesting to happen, I would hope. I assume. Maybe. Honestly, yeah. The only for the Patriots, I think Bill Belichick would be the kind of contrarian asshole that would hire Shemp and then make him the star. Well, I have no idea what happened because I was looking back at Angie to make sure that she wasn't going to wreck my stuff, and somehow it's 3rd down. Yeah, we don't bring up Curly Joe. 3rd and 7, whatever it was, it didn't work too well. Now a very tight formation. Jones is going to drop back to pass. And they're looking for a pass interference flag on number 7. They are not going to get it. Yeah. Yeah, this season, Tim, I don't know what to expect anymore. I will just hope that nobody gets seriously hurt. Welcome, by the way. Hope you're doing well. Sorry that I'm a little bit tired, but I've just experienced one of the longest days of my life. It's been going off and on since about 1 this morning, and I am kind of, yeah. Now, it was a fair catch at the 43-yard line by the Bills. They will have some good field position to end this first half, assuming they can actually do something with the ball. Might be another occasion of the Patriots defense tightening up again. We will see. Oh. Oh, other thing. Because, well, college football is about to slowly go away. We're about to enter, all the conference championships and the bowl season. So, if any of you would have suggestions for good squares for hockey bingo, I have a couple in my mind, but I'm sure that I'm sure that some of y'all fans can come up with some good ones that we can have for those games. I know it might be a little crazy because, hockey is such a fast-paced game. It can be hard to keep up with these things, but I gotta imagine there's some fun we can have with this, especially when we get to the team-specific squares. Oh. Okay, more than one fight breaking out. Oh, we could do an... Oh yeah, we could do an over-under on the number of fights that night. I mean, I would say, True North, that should be the free space of Leafs choking in the first round of the playoffs, but it feels kind of cruel to do that, and yeah, I think I'd want to get a little more specific, like down to the players or the goalies, for that sort of kerfuffle. Although I don't think that the Leafs are going to do much this season because I don't feel like they've changed. I don't feel like they've changed for the better very much. Oh God, that is true. Very rarely do you ever get the too many men on the ice call in hockey. Like, you really have to work to get that because they give you so much leeway in those line changes that it seems like you either have to be really, really disconnected from what's going on around you or really, really just try to piss off the ref. Oh. Oh boy, they're gonna do 11 seconds of play, and then they're gonna go back for more commercials for the 2-minute warning. Fan-friggin-tastic. Oh no, we're below 2 minutes. Awesome. Diggs makes that catch at the 41-yard line. Clock will stop at 1:51 as he went outside. Yeah, icing is definitely a free space. Ooh. Those look like some good ones. If you could clarify for me, what is there a difference between a normal hat trick and a Gordie Howe hat trick and a natural hat trick? Yeah, penalty results in 5-on-3. All right, that's an awesome one. Over/under on shots total per team. Oh, damn. Buffalo won the toss and deferred. They're going to start the second half with the ball. Oh, I didn't know that, Tim. Gordy is fight, assist, and goal by the same player. Diggs did catch that. He was running ahead of Jones. Holding on the offense, and it goes away. Okay, natural hat. Oh, natural hat trick. Damn, that is a challenge. All right. Fans chant at goalie or sing songs to team. All right. Just for clarification. Oh yeah, I knew about the Nerdle hit trick, but I didn't know about natural or the Gordie Howe one. 2nd and 20, by the way. When we're talking about the fans singing songs to the team, Shakir gets his first catch of the night for the Bills, and it'll be down at about the 41. Shootout finish. Oh, yep. I keep forgetting that we're in the age of the shootout. I think somebody just took a timeout, but I don't know who. I'm going to assume, just because of the current situation, that it was Buffalo. Oh, God, yeah, fans throw stuff on the ice. Oh, it was a timeout by the Pats. Thank you, Ishii. Where are we at? Like 141. I don't know, 114. Something in there. 131 officially. And we will fix that. Oh, no. And looky here. Here it comes. That is a fumble. Recovered by the Patriots. That is number 9, Jones, who is running upfield to show off to everybody how good he's done. Yeah. Yeah, Tim, I got all the early ones as well. I'm currently copying and pasting them all to a notepad as I get them. So if you got, we got a strip sack and a fumble. So if you have either one of those, mark that shit off on your card. Well, yeah, Tim, but when it does. And with that, there will be a nice breakout run by the Patriots, who will get into Buffalo territory. We're down to 1:10 to go. And they're deciding to move with some energy at the end of this half. All right, keep bringing them, Tim. All right, McCorkle has three receivers out wide, back to his left, who comes out of the backfield. And as a pass and reception for Jones on the sideline from Jones, it'll be 2nd and 1. Oh, yeah, goalie knocks the net off its posts. Honestly, that's the cool thing about hockey, that there's so many, like, insane things that can happen during the game that could happen to either team. I'm kind of excited for that. A delayed handoff, but nobody bites that time. Number 49 for Buffalo will bring down Stevenson before he can get across the line of scrimmage. And it's another timeout. Patriots have used their second timeout of the half. Oh God, I would be Logan. I gotta be honest. I would be agog if the Ducks did the flying V, because I mean I think it's been a while since that franchise like officially separated from Disney. That's why they had to take the Mighty out of their name, because they were for a while the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. And that will be a first down. And just like that, because they only got a couple of yards up the middle, had to stretch for it. Patriots will be forced to use their final timeout. Referee falling on the ice. Falling on the ice I can accept. You know, as long as they're not seriously hurt. They're showing the strip sack again. Uche getting his focus on the sidelines. McCorkle in shotgun. Jones to his left. All three Joneses and receivers out to the right. Jones drops back. He's looking for Jones. Finds him near the sideline. Did Jones get his feet in bounds? They are indicating no, incomplete. I think. So 2nd and 10 now. Yeah, right foot was definitely out. Okay. Over under on players crashing into the boards. Oh God. Yeah, you don't see that one very often, the double minor. Woo! That pass was completed that time to Mr. Hunter Henry. Got the clock down to 22. Patriots definitely looking to come out of this with some points, and they're close enough now that I think they can. I haven't heard of any spectacular failures from their kicking game. Usually New England can be relied upon to 3rd and 6. Jones out of the shotgun. Now has to run. Has to throw it away. Jones were out of position, and Jones wasn't even open on that. So in will come Jones to try to add another 3 points and get them within a touchdown, make it a 1-score game. Less than 2 seconds remaining in period or game. Oh God. Oof. Honestly, Logan, back in the days when I played golf and I would get really bored during certain games, I would actually do the Happy Gilmore drive on the tee box, on the driving range, because at that point, I'd usually already be like 25 over par, and I never gave a shit. And we got a doink! Do more like a goal in the final minute than 2 seconds. Okay. If you got a doink, mark that on your cards. Yeah, that also counts as missed field goal. Thank you for that information, Tim. More information we share, the better we are. And they'll take over with about 10 seconds left to go in this game. Or in this half, forgive me. I was very enthusiastic to get back to bed. Allen will wait. And is nearly picked off again. Off the hands of Jones. Dropped right at the feet of Jones. It's so much easier to just call everybody on the Patriots Jones. Really takes the pressure off. And with that, they take the ball to halftime with a 10-point lead. Oh, God, Harold Ballard. Oof. I think, honestly, that sounds like it might be a Toronto game-specific one, Logan, but I will keep that on the list. Homer Caster complains on blunt actual call. Honestly, Tim, I am shocked. I am horrified that you would imply that a sportscaster for a particular hockey team would be angry about a call against the team they broadcast for. I am shocked and I am appalled that you would think that. Yeah. Well, this has been an interesting first half, and but the Bills are keeping it together. Much better in the second quarter than the first, and they're up 17-7 at half. And we will return for the second half of Thursday Night Bingo with the Bills and the Patriots after this break. This is another stupid sports show. 106.9 Click FM. been normally living, and today I found him. Alright, I need you all to guess. Just take a guess. Where do you think I found this cat this morning? Just take a guess. Throw it out there. In the sink. Bathtub. Good guesses, good guesses. In the closet. He's been there from time to time, but that's more Angie's territory. Another good guess, though. Oh. No, I walked into the kitchen this morning after I'd been there a couple of times in the night to get water, reassure myself that yes, things were still real and the cat was still here. Fridge, if he was able to get into the fridge, that would have been an accomplishment, and the top of the fridge is covered at the moment. No, I found this little weirdo sitting in my dish rack. And not even like the big one that looks like it could comfortably fit him, but I got two, and I got this like skinnier, cheaper one that I got from Target. And I don't know what he found comfortable about that cheap, skinny, probably covered in lime scale dish rack that I have in there now, but that was where he needed to be this morning. I know. He does lead a hard life. And as you can tell, he's obviously not getting enough food and has been terribly forlorn. But we love him anyway. And we'll let him, just for that, settle in down here so he can have a place to rest for the second half. And yet, this has been a decent game so far. The Bills have been holding up better than I expected, what with the loss of Von Miller to IR. I was worried about how their pass rush and their run defense was going to be. Just because of that factor being taken away. But once again, this may just be the fact that the Bills are not the strongest team at the moment, but I feel like they have handled things rather well. Yeah, I know. Oh. I'm also curious as to why the Patriots aren't having more success running the ball if the Bills' run defense is supposed to be as bad as it is claimed. Oh, all right, nobody's broadcasting the Browns-Texans game in my area. Hooray! I am saved. Oh. All right, here's another thing I'm starting to wonder about. Like I said, we got the bowl season coming up, and the list of bowl games is, shall we say, a bit redonkulous these days. And I've thought about whether to focus on like specific bulls themselves or maybe just the matchups that seem interesting and like that there. But the only one that I know for sure that I'm doing right now is going to be the Peach Bowl, or as I like to call it, the Butt Bowl. Honestly, I thought about it last year, True North, and I tried, and this was during the NBA Finals. I tried live tweeting one of the games. I just got so bored. I tuned out like halfway through the third quarter and just spent the rest of the time getting bummed out on Mike's Hard Lemonade. You vote for all the terrible bowl games, True North? Why am I not surprised? Well, that's the thing, though. You can never really know what the terrible bowl games are going to be like. I think it was last year that Pittsburgh was actually in the Peach Bowl. I was kind of looking forward to seeing Kenny Pickett play, but then they sat him and his backup ended up getting injured on the first touchdown that he ran in, and the backup's backup came in. It was an ugly game after that. It was a rout. Definitely was not worth it. Oh, the University of Florida qualified for a bowl game, Sean. Really? You're kidding. You're kidding me, Corey. You're leading a raid from Perna's chat. Well, I congratulate you on what is that one person raid so far. Thank you for coming. Uh, be sure to bribe Alderman for pie, and I hope you've been enjoying the game so far. Oh, yeah. Well, that'll do it. Yep. Got 500 or above. That'll earn you a bowl. Oh, we have another Logan prediction saying that the Badgers are going to be winning the national championship next year. I better add this to the list. And this is not a, exposing old takes sort of thing, but Logan knows a lot more about Wisconsin football between the Badgers and the Packers than I do, and I want to see if the things he talks about come to light. Oh, look at that. We're in the third quarter. I am shocked. The gain of 4 for Singletary. Well, 21 years in a row. That's a pretty good streak. Mm. Mm. I appreciate the offer, Andy, but I'm a little full up right now. Four receivers set. A great pass to Isaiah McKenzie, who will get the first down. A few more. Like everybody ignored him over there on the near side of the field. Oh, there's all kinds of cookies that exist in the world. Oh. Most of them you will never hear about until much later. Out of the gun, extra pressure coming from the left, and another catch from McKenzie over the middle. Got the first down. We'll get down to the Patriots 40 that time. Damn. Yeah. That's a good old timey comfort food, man. Logan, like there are the days when couldn't bring myself to anything just because of exhaustion. It's just like, all right, I'll go shove a Subway meatball into my mouth. Allen out of the gun again. He was looking for Singletary the whole way, and Singletary could not control that catch. Incomplete. I'm not sure he would have gotten very far. He had Patriots defenders in his face very quickly on that. Ooh, blown lead, 2 or more goals. Ooh. Yeah. We got Cook in the backfield to Allen's right. The handoff will go to him. He'll start to the inside, work back out, and maybe get about 4 or 5 yards. There's a flag. And we wait to see who is against. McDermott looking confused on the sideline. Possibly for an explanation. We have Jones from the Patriots indicating that it's against the Bills. Oh. Illegal block in the back on Gabe Davis. Damn. What was that, 15-yard? Gee-dang. Whew. Sorry, Monty is just curled up in my lap right now. He's not here very often. So, it's just strange to experience, that's all. Once again, Allen waiting. Allen will take off. Be forced out by Uche. Will be a 3rd down and long. He maybe got 4 on that. And they will keep the clock running. Officially 3rd and 11, getting down close to 12 minutes to go in this game. Oh, sorry, 3rd quarter. I keep trying to look ahead. And a pass is dropped by Diggs. He's being defended on by Jones. Jones is looking for a pass interference flag, as is Jones, but they will not get one. Yeah, I'm looking more for more like a game-centric kind of things, and not stuff we would have to go searching for very hard on the internet, especially not with, somebody else's social media. And that bounces into the end zone. Be a touchback at the 20. $11:45 to go. Jones will lead his team of Joneses from the 20. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely going to crawl into a bath and then to bed tonight after this. It's been a day. Or, what do you think about that one, Tim? Team calls timeout before the 3rd period. Let me take a look at what we've got so far. Damn, we've got a lot of squares. Huh. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, you guys have done some good stuff. Ah, I'm happy about this as Monty sinks his claws into my arm for stability. Ah, the affection of cats. Oh, bring 'em on, Tim. Hmm. Ah. Hey. It's been known to happen, Logan. I don't know if he'll qualify for a square, but every once in a while, the lower on the rung teams get their shit together. All right, that's a good one. NHL record broken. Besides, I like to save isotopes win a game for whenever the Lions do win one. I mean, it happens so rarely for us. I gotta keep it special. You understand. Well, he passed from Jones to Jones on the far sideline. Jones being frustrated that he was brought down after only a gain of 6. And now they're going on about how Von Miller isn't in the game. Stefan Diggs giving a breakdown on the plays on the sidelines. Cool. It'll be a handoff to Jones from Jones. Jones is able to bounce out of that pile to the outside, and Jones will get about 8 yards for the first down. Great job by Jones. Just never giving up on the run there. Oh no. Apparently his injury is on a knee that he already had ACL surgery on, so ooh. Poor Vaughn. And Jones is on the run again, and he will get close to the 40. Late flag coming in. I think they're going to get one of the Bills players for something. Holding on the defense, and the odd Ed Hockley ref bus once again runs over the Buffalo Bills. Okay, it was for grabbing grabbing the jersey of Jones, the center. All right, Jones in the shotgun. Jones to his left. Jones, and Jones out to the outside his receivers. It will be a handoff to Jones, and he will drag people with him across the 50-yard line and the first down. Great run by Jones. Oh, yeah. NHL seems like a prime territory for he's not supposed to say that on TV. Now, who's in that same vein, Logan? Because that's a great score, and I like where you're going. So, who would be an equivalent player today? You know, kind of like the Tom Brady's or the Nick Sabans. They get mentioned in just about every broadcast whenever somebody comes up. Oh no. Oh, holding on the offense. And penalty. And that was a penalty on Jones, the center. All right, lost second and 14. Jones escapes a sack and is able to get it. Is that picked? They're calling it a catch. That is an interception, folks. If you have interception, mark that off on your cards. Bills now have the ball. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, the feet were definitely there. I think he got it. Oh, Sidney Crosby. Yeah, that's a good one. Mentions Wayne Gretzky / Sidney Crosby. Was Zappy? Wait a minute. Are we doing this whole survive the ground thing again? I thought they got rid of that. Wait a minute. I thought we stopped using that. Did they bring it back? Camel poop. Yeah. Well, that's just another episode of What the Fuck is an Interception? Yeah. I was under the impression that they had stopped considering that as a thing. Yeah, honestly, I'm willing to put that down for refs are blind because they can't figure it out. And let me get those checked off on the list as well. There's the bold. There's the refs are blind. Where's refs are blind? There's refs are blind. And it will be down at the 4 thanks to a fortunate bounce inside the 5. Hey. Hey. Exactly, Tim. It sucks when your team ends up having to take advantage of something that screwed you over in the previous week. But hey. I don't know. Ishii. It's certainly a thing. And yeah, the odds of Bill Belichick smiling they are not great. We so far have had 2 turnovers in this game. Oh gosh, that's right. And just so I can confirm, Tim, there was a verified Bailey Zappi sighting during that whole interception nonsense. Yeah. A catch is whatever we say it is at the moment that doesn't embarrass us. Camera went right to him on the bench. Cool. Mark it off. We have Bailey Zappi sighting. Oh, damn, I could use 2.5 turnovers in a game, if only because I've barely had anything else come up on this card. uh. Alright, they show pressure, bringing it a little delayed, and that'll be Singletary who will get across the 10, maybe to the 12, but probably the 11. And they are so bored that they are showing off the other sports fields in Boston. They are that bored. Now, 2nd and 4 from the 12. Allen in the gun. Cook out to his side. And that'll be an easy catch for Gabe Davis just inside the 20. First down for the Bills. Oh, damn, we gotta... Oh, and there's Mr. Robert Kraft with his pants on and everything. Wow. Yeah, they were showing off Fenway Park and other stadiums around Massachusetts and Boston because they badly needed something to talk about. Allen looking left, has to dump it over to Cook real quick, who will make it just across the 20, about gain of 3. Tackled by Jones. And I hope Allen's arm is all right now. Like we hasn't had to take much punishment in this game. Oh, good. And now he's being tender on a foot. And Monty refuses to let go of my sleeve. That claw is dug in. Now it'll be Cook who will rush for about another 3. 3rd and 4. Kraft like the cheese. I mean, the only thing that I will give props to Robert Kraft for is keeping the team in New England. Cook in motion back to the right. I think Allen was looking for him as a first option. And a nice haul in by Diggs with Jones all over him. There is a flag out of the backfield. Not the backfield where the Bills are, but like the secondary, I mean. And what do you know? They say it could be a whole defensive holding on Jones. And they decline the hold? Oh. That's right, no taxes. I mean, if I remember correctly, I think it was, wasn't it that Kraft owned the stadium? Kraft put up the money to build the stadium? Because I know that was a big point of contention for when the previous owner tried to get the Patriots out of New England, that he couldn't get out of the contract that he had signed for the Patriots to stay in their current stadium at the time. Thank you. I know you don't have your claw in my arm anymore, Monty, but I will scratch you behind the ears, and hopefully that will be just as good. He did, and he pays for the town's fire and police budget every year. And it's another great job by Diggs getting inside the 40, close to the 36. Yeah, Monty is in my lap right now, Ishii. I brought him in here during halftime for a little bit of, showing him off and embarrassing him in front of everybody on camera. And hopefully we get him to the point where the mic that's above my head can pick up the purring. Don't worry, Ishii, he'll come back. And a good job by Cook getting over the middle with that, picking up 8. Don't worry, Ishii. I'm sure he'll come back at a certain point. I gotta imagine sooner or later Angie is going to wander in here to find out what she has missed during the last hour or so, and she will see Monty up here and lose her little mind. Luke, I am somewhat well. At least I'm recovered from yesterday's vaccine adventure, but I keep on trying to mentally put myself to bed just because I am truly feeling that crispy. And in case that doesn't make sense to any of you, back in college, I've discovered me and a guy who stayed up until like 3 in the morning working on a project for a class we both hated, discovered the joys of the delirium that can come from sleep deprivation, and we both described the feeling as crispy. And it's a term that has stuck with me ever since, even though I've never heard anyone else use it. But I think I have found it as the best way to describe when it feels like parts of you have been like kind of dried out mentally, and there's extra space up there. Ooh. Oh yeah, no, there's the hilarity too. There is the hilarity. Now that's a specific. That's usually a goaltender stat, right, Tim? Because that's whose names I've seen them most often next to whenever they come up on screen. Goals allowed average. I couldn't remember what that second A was for. As much as I want to, I can't bear to disturb him just because he doesn't get to curl up in the lap very often, so I figure let him have his time. Oh man. Next Thursday night is Raiders versus Rams. Raiders versus Rams. Oh boy. I'm worried about having to deal with that game next week. Oh, you run for 4 up the middle by Cook. Jones on the tackle. Well, perhaps true north. Although I would be interested to see if Al Michaels slips up and calls them the Detroit Rams. Wow. Singletary will get down to the 18, gain of 3. Wow. Yeah, yeah. And once again, Diggs inside the 10. I want to see something. Oh, God. Puck gets lost in the net. Doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's a nice moment of comic relief. Under a minute to go, first and goal. The Bills are on the 9, and Cook will run right into a group of Packers. Jones, and Jones getting the tackle there. He will be down to the 8. Oh, at the very least, folks, this game has passed quickly. Oh, for the I'm assuming for Seattle versus LA, you mean the insane 9-8 score that we had in overtime? Oh, yeah, that is pretty brutal. Now that you put it in that framing. Huh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. I wouldn't trust Alexa to give me football stats. How do I know they won't be biased toward the Seahawks the whole time? You people so crazy. Huh. Let me see. I know there's a whatchamacallit around here somewhere. Now I just need to find it and hope that opening this program doesn't make everything crash because, like I said, old computer. Ah! I got all sorts of messages in today. Dang. Oh, God, yeah. Oh, we're definitely getting some of these in. Thank you for all those, Nate. I am totally behind on everything over here. But that's cool because it is Thursday night and this is a low pressure stream. Oh, stop for a moment. I thought Angie was over here. No, you just want to keep track of where my hand was. All right. Well, don't worry, Monty. We'll wait until Ishii comes back before you make another appearance because I know that she would love it. No, Bill's have not gone for it on 4th down. I don't think anybody's gone for it on 4th down. But just for you, Ishii, we have a Monty. Oh, no, he had to take interception off because they called it incomplete. There really hasn't been too much else, I would say. Sorry, buddy. I gotta use you for clout. It's inevitable at this point. All right, back down you go. You're free again. All right. Second and goal now for the Bills, and Josh Allen's going to be using his feet. We'll get to maybe the 1 or the half-yard line. He will be marked as going out of bounds. Definitely did not cross the plane. Clock stops at 14:53. Oh man, rink glass gets broken. Yeah, that's a... Honestly, that feels like a rare one that we might save for every once in a while, just because it feels like such a rare event. It's like they have to really hit it at the right time with the right amount of force. But it is on the list. It'll be 3rd and goal. So Isaiah McKenzie on the sideline, getting something checked out. I don't know what. Oh, wrong knob. Forgive me. A little bit more noise coming up from the faithful at Gillette. Allen out of the gun, and this will be a run up the middle for Singletary, who strolls in for the touchdown. Oh yeah, offsides, that is an easy free space option. Wow. Took 8:55 off the clock, 8 runs, and it's nice to see the Bills' run game putting in some work. And that will officially be 24-7. Wow. Buffalo, do not choke this away. I'm telling you right now, don't do it. Don't do it. You will not hear the end of it from any fan, whether they are divisional or otherwise. Yeah. Ah. Ah. Hey. That's still a lot of time, Tim. You know? Also, let me ask you, Tim. Mr. McCorkle Jones. I can't say because I haven't seen the Patriots play very much, but would you say that there has been any improvement to speak of as far as his passing, his decision making, like his view of the field, all those other things that I know quarterbacks do, but I don't often understand how all of them work? I'll be honest with you, I cannot wait to see which QB Detroit decides to take. If not in this draft, then in the future draft. Because Jared Goff, for as much of a decent stopgap as he is not the QB of our future in Detroit. I would say give us Jordan Love, but apparently the Packers seem to be surprisingly high on him at the moment. Hmm. Yeah, it's interesting is a good word for it, Ishii. Now that they've made it a three score game, like it's going to be all about can New England like create a miracle to get back into this? Three scores is a lot. And it will be run out of the end zone. And has a great return up to the 28. Mm-hmm. Mm, let's see. The Miami 49ers or the San Francisco 49ers? I don't know. I mean, the West Coast Niners defense versus the East Coast Niners offense. That that seems like a honestly, I'm more excited for the contest itself. No matter what, I think the 49ers win. And yeah, the music requests are still open. See, everybody thinks the 49ers are going to win. No matter, no matter which coast it is, people are supportive of the 49ers. Jones is under center. Jones in motion to the right. Fakes the handoff to Jones. Waits to the last minute. It's a bit too far for Jones. Apparently Boogie Basham from the Bills was able to get back there that time. Really, Toronto Sports Group? You're kidding me. You're kidding me, Tim. They could get Khan out of there? I approve of this. And Jones gets nothing. They saw that play coming. It'll be a loss. Poyer on the tackle there. Sean thinks the 49ers winning, but he's rooting for the Dolphins. Uh-oh. Wow, that would be great. And honestly, it might be it might be a thing to get get Roger Goodell out of England if he can get more NFL interest from Canadian side. Only two. And there's Matt Patricia with the pencil behind his ear. The crowd is booing. Yeah. Yeah, Jones to Jones. I don't know why he didn't go over the middle. Wow, you're uninviting Sean to the cookout. Shit. Move the Dolphins to the AFC South and them to the AFC East. Oh. I thought the fair catch by Hines at the 12-yard line. The one that I was excited about, you all may have seen this, was the talk that the Fenway Sports Group, the people that own the Red Sox, have interest in buying the Washington Commanders. Oh, I'm not talking about moving the team to Toronto. I'm talking about, an ownership group from Toronto. I mean, that's still awareness. That's still presence, That's, something that people have to mentioned in the media when people from that organization are seen out in public or on the gossip pages, whatever, whatever. And yeah, I think the Bills also have a pretty sizable following in Toronto or in Canada, don't they? Just because they're so close to the border? Yeah. You know, it doesn't have to be in Toronto, the team. It can be some other places like Saskatchewan or Shackleton or Medicine Hat or maybe even Newfoundland. Yes, the request thread is the Simpsons one, Ishii. Oh, there we go. All the ear scritches for the long boy. You are the long boy. I know it's not the best nickname, but hey, it's accurate. That's right, they did. I can't remember if there was a specific reason or just but that does ring a bell, True North. Now they hyping the live music hosted by Two Chains afterwards. Annual Double A is going to be performing. Never heard of him. Oh, and now they're playing Never Gonna Give You Up. They're Rickroll in the audience. Awesome. Be there or be square indeed, Al Michaels. Yeah. Announcers try to relate to the youth. Check that shit off on your card. 7-yard run on time by Singletary up the middle, tackled by Jones. Where are we? All right, let me just make sure I highlight that. Announcers try to relate to the youth. Oh, yeah, I forgot. We also had a doink earlier. So anybody who's here needs to catch up. We did get a doink. So and Singletary will power forward for 3. He'll be a yard short. Mm-hmm. I unfortunately will have to be square. As one Huey Lewis and the News informed us once, it is hip to be square. But it's just because I am old and tired and I definitely need my beauty sleep. A nice slant to Diggs, who will be brought down to 30. That is a yeah. I would say yeah, just basically anytime that a fumbled ball that is recovered and run for a touchdown. I'm not sure if it could happen with the offense, because you can't advance a fumble. But if it could somehow, then yeah. And now they're calling for a reload, whatever that means. 1st and 10 again. Singletary running into the near side around the line. Looks like he is going to get close to the first down. They will mark him down a yard shy. Went out of bounds, gain of 9. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, nobody expected this, especially with how wonky the Bills have been in the past couple of games. You know, between the elbow injury, the loss of Von Miller, I was curious to see how the Bills would hold it together tonight, and they've done not so bad. And it takes a couple of tries. Jones tried to tackle him first, but then Jones was able to come in and grab Singletary, make it a third and a little bit longer. Oh, R. Kelly. I gotta be honest, Ishii. Um, R. Kelly. I hadn't even thought of him ever since that guilty verdict. And a failed stiff arm by Cook will get them maybe out near their own scrimmage line. I was actually going to I was actually going to take up this opportunity to and I know that it's not exactly the best conversation, but I am in light of today's events, I'm considering adding uh, Kanye West to the no-go list as far as music requests for another stupid streaming show. It's all right, Ishii. This is, it's something that I end up that I have to consider, and I honestly hadn't given R. Kelly a thought except whenever his name came up during the different phases of his recent trial. I do wonder, are there a number of are R. Kelly songs covered very often, or is it one of those things that people tend to like leave well enough alone? Yeah, just in case any of y'all are wondering what we're talking about here, not really. Um, there are a couple of no-go artists that I just refuse to play on another stupid streaming show. There's Metallica for their killing of a possible good uh, label and artist and fan-friendly start to file sharing. It was There's Taylor Swift for her abuse of the copyright system for silencing critics. There's Kid Rock for just being Kid Rock, and definitely after his comments today, Kanye West. Yeah, play the music but hate the man. Yep, yep, yep. And I'm not. Oh God, Ted Nugent. Oof. Uh, this is one of my favorite stories. When my mom was working in radio back in the day, every day the same guy would call up the station at the same time to request Cat Scratch Fever. And my mom held it as a point of pride that in all the years that she was a DJ at WGOE and all the times that he called, that he never got to hear that request from her. And it kind of put things into a little bit of perspective for me because that was a smaller station in what was a smaller market, Richmond at the time in the 70s, and I I started to realize that there was a good chance that this guy probably would try to go out of his way to meet the velvet-voiced fiction. And there's Jones with a great catch for the Patriots up to the 40. Jones is hurrying them back up to the line because he wants to get something going. 7.5 minutes to go in the game. Oh. Because the game is whatever, I will tell you all about, and this is kind of Kanye related, my favorite... One of my favorite Lyft rides that I ever did. And when I was still doing the driving in the city on a regular basis full time, one of my favorite nights to drive was Halloween. Just because, it was a party night, people would be in a good mood, I'd get to check out people's fun costumes, whether it was the basic stuff, the couple's costumes, or the really elaborate stuff. And I would dress up too. Because I had a lot more hair then than I do now, it's thinning up here. My favorite costume to wear for all those years was Jesus. Yeah. Long hair, crown of thorns, robe, everything. And at this one stop, I pick up a kid, like 16, maybe 17, and he asks me when I get in if I have the song Jesus Walks on my phone. Great job by Jones scuttling back for that first down. Yeah. And so I humor him and I put on Jesus Walks. And soon I hear the song echoing in the back. And I discover that this kid specifically requested that I play Jesus Walks on my car stereo simply so he can make a Snapchat video of me driving him around as Jesus to the tune of Jesus Walks. And I couldn't even be mad. I mean, I should have seen it coming, but yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, those rides, especially on Halloween, were what make it so damn fun. All right, another short pass to Jones. Jones has some blockers in front of him. He's able to get close to the 40 this time. Yeah, a little bit of story time, since nothing else seems to be really happening in this game. Oh. Well, since we have the time, I will throw down one more driving story. And I gotta imagine that this is more of a common occurrence, but oh, we're gonna have triple story time. Uh have you all seen a couple where you see them interact with each other, how they talk about each other, their behavior with each other in their presence and in the presence of other people, and you just think the sooner they break up, the better it will be for everyone involved. One night, I decided to go all the way until essentially from Saturday night to Sunday morning. Incomplete pass for Jones, by the way. And my last passenger was a dude who was going to pick up his girlfriend from a club on Elston, which, if you know Chicago, Elston is one of those diagonal streets that's essentially full of old factories and a couple of expensive car dealerships. Timeout for the Bills. They're first of the half. And as it turned out, his girlfriend had left the club and was walking around in the area. So we had to track her down. And she wasn't answering her phone. And the entire time, this guy is just talking her down and all of this stuff about what a pain in the ass she is and like that there and whatnot. And as soon as we finally find her, and it took like 20 minutes because the addresses were mixed up and she ended up like walking half a block the other way and out of sight and shit. And they got into the car and immediately they get like all close. Oh, I'm so glad we found you. So good to see you. And all I could think was, holy shit, are you all really this lonely that you're going to stay with somebody who you apparently can't stand, to the point that you will actively talk them down to your own driver? And I've had people do breakups. I've had the aftermaths of people caught cheating in my backseat before. And those were less awkward than this. Because it was just so blatant when it was just me and this dude in the car, and then the switch like that to the affection and the kindness. As one Marge Gunderson would say, I just don't understand. Oh, yeah. No, they seemed pretty hardcore Midwest. If anything, I would have pegged them both as Bears fans. Maybe one of them representing Michigan State. Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh, I did my best not to give anybody looks. Um, the worst Halloween one was, and this was another one where I was dressed up as Jesus. Um, so I pull up to this house. This couple comes out of a house. They have their red Solo party cups in their hand, and they are still arguing. So, whatever heated conversation they decide to start inside the party, they brought it outside. They get in the back, and then they notice the way I'm dressed. And some kind of flip happened in them. The thought of, we can't be arguing in front of Jesus. That's not cool. And because I wanted to diffuse the situation as quickly as possible, I just threw on the big greatest hits of Otis Redding, let that play, while they did this like passive aggressive like talking things out. Are you gonna stop fucking other women? That depends. Are you gonna stop fucking other men? And I'm just adding more songs to the Otis Redding playlist, like Let This Ride Be Over Soon. I do not want to talk about this. And by the end of the ride, they were in a fairly, we'll call it, subdued place where they actually thanked me very pleasantly for making the night better for them. Nearly picked off at the end zone, incomplete. Jones was the intended target, guarded well by Jackson. 3:23 officially. Yeah. Well, it's I'm pretty sure I didn't get tipped for that one, Holly. People rarely, if ever, tipped for Lyft. That pass is caught by Jones. They'll make it down to about the 16. Clock will continue to run as he's tackled inbounds. Third and 14 with all. Oh, man. Damn. Jones had to take a moment before he got back up, but I think there's definitely going to be a penalty. That's the thing, though. He led with his shoulder, so I don't think he would get a major, like, unnecessary roughness thing. Incomplete pass. Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Yep, defense. They threw him out. They have thrown Hamlin out of the game. Wow. Oh, yeah. Meanwhile, Jones is on the sidelines, getting looked over by the training staff, making sure that there's nothing else particularly off about him. Meanwhile, they're first and goal at inside the 8. Two backs supporting Jones in the backfield, and they will throw it out just off the hands of Hunter Henry Jones, and incomplete. Get that clock down to 2:50. $69 plays to 49, but run by the Bills to the Patriots. Nice. I think, yeah, I don't really get it. I think it's just because the fact that his helmet bounced off his shoulder pad and into the helmet of the defender. That's the only contact that they saw. And sack back at the 25. Epinesa getting in on Jones to bring him down. And the Patriots fans do not look happy, and I do not blame them. Yeah. And Jones steps his way out of that sack that time. He'll be hanging around the 40, running about. He misses another attempt. And that one just gets flung to the end zone, incomplete. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, we all need Zappy in our lives, but more than anything, I think the New England Patriots deserve the glory that is Bailey Zappe, much as the Jets deserve the glory that is one Mike White. Well, Tim, you do have my sympathies for your team season going down the plug hole, but at the very least, let me see. Let's check out now that I think about it, let's look at the Patriots' remaining schedule. All right, so upcoming, you got the Patriots and the Cardinals, the Raiders, the Bengals, the Dolphins, and the Bills. Now, there are some definite opportunities to screw with some teams' not only playoff futures, but also playoff seeding. No, the Bills get their act together, they could give the Dolphins a run, and they could grab that first round bye that everybody so gladly cherishes. Could beat the Bengals and knock them out of the playoffs with a nice upset there. Yes. All our friends are all aboard, Holly. Many more of them live next door. And we salute the power of duck. Oh, I think Foster, I definitely think that the Pats have a good shot of winning at least 2 of those games. It's just, can they make life interesting for the other teams that they play, and that's really kind of what I'm curious to see, and hopefully something that the fans can cheer for. That their wins make life harder for the teams that they play as far as playoff standings. And yeah, Bill Belichick is definitely not smiling. Alright, let's see. We're definitely under on the lead changes. Let's check these game stats while we're here. New England got themselves a field goal, so now they're up 24-10. We're still at the under on both the point spread, the point line, and we have Buffalo covering the spread at the moment. So that's where we live with that at the moment. But we got to pull up the passing and running stats. Bills, Patriots, game stats. All right. And Kirk Herbstreit is declaring that he likes San Francisco. So Ishii, you have Kirk Herbstreit on your side. Live leaders. Let's see. Josh Allen has 223 passing yards. McCorkle Jones has 177. And looks like they're close to getting a... Well, they've definitely gotten over 100 yards odd rushing. What the hell did I have for Buffalo's rushing thing? I completely forgot. $150 for Buffalo's rushing. They're not quite there yet. I think they're about like 20 yards away or so. Oh yeah, me and Al Michaels are in the same boat. We both want to go to bed. Unfortunately, I don't think they let Al Michaels bring in his leather chair and his glass of scotch to the game this time. But offside kick attempt easily recovered by Gabe Davis, and that should do the game. They're already talking about the Pac-12 and all the other games that are happening that are not this one. Oh, they're actually... Well... Yeah. 6 and 6. Well, hey, it could be a lot worse, Foster. He could have to worry about pissed off drunken players near his hotel. Oh, yeah, I don't think anybody got bingo this time. Let me go back to the stats real quick. Aim stats, Buffalo, New England. We will, in the interest of keeping things together, that will be the, they get the last knee for the game. That is over, but we still have to settle the question of the bingos. Because we got the yardage stuff. That could definitely help somebody out. Josh Allen for the Bills got 223 yards passing, so... Alright. Now we got there. So, Buffalo was under 250 yards passing. So if you had Buffalo under 250, mark that off. And Buffalo rushing, they had a total of 132 yards. So that is Buffalo under 150. Ooh, damn. New England only had 60 yards rushing. Yeah, they were definitely under 125 for that one. And 182, just 18 yards away from getting to that line of 200 for New England. So New England under 200 yards passing. They were under the CBS point line. Spread was covered. Devin Singletary only had the one touchdown. We didn't get another turnover, unfortunately. We did get our Bailey Zappi sighting. Under, spread covered. Got a doink. I'm willing to count that last sack as the defense did something for Buffalo. Let me get back here because I was staring at box scores. Do we have any... Yeah, we've all had enough of this game. Yes, we have. Well, oh, that is rough. That is very rough. Well, unfortunately, nobody got bingo tonight, but we got a bot! We are officially a real stream in the eyes of the YouTube because we got ourselves a bot. Well, no, we may not have gotten a bingo, but you're all winners in my heart tonight. We got a 6-spot in here. We had a good time. We got some stories. I'm definitely going to feel better. I'm going to go slip into a bath. But from everybody here at 1069 Click FM, especially one of our two managers, this is Jim B. Thank you so much for tuning in to another stupid sports show. I had a good night tonight. I hope you did too, even if your team didn't win or if you didn't get the bingo. It was still nice to hang out here with all of you. Thank you so much for all the hockey square bingo ideas. There'll be more bots in the future, Foster. I can feel it. And I'll see you tomorrow for Utah versus USC. Good night, Milwaukee, wherever you are.